really got me into it was a really inspirational ecology teacher to start off with. So we had really great messages from the mathematicians and the physicists, and ecology and biology seemed quite boring, a lot of facts. And then our ecology teacher really got us doing projects in the field. And it was that where we realised, oh no, there's some fascinating problem solving we can do here. And really trying to convey the message that we can really do something about trying to understand how these systems work and apply these more quantitative skills to trying to figure out why a deciduous forest grows where it does compared to a coniferous forest somewhere else, things like that. So it was really doing ecology projects at school. So after changing my mind from wanting to do physics and mathematics, because I realised that most of the important problems and exciting problems were in ecology, I went to do ecology, an ecology degree at Aberdeen University, and there was continually inspired throughout that by having a lot of encouragement from the plant sciences department there to really have a go at addressing ecological problems. So for 2 summers I remember doing 3-month projects in the department, and that really got my teeth into how you go about doing ecological research. And then I secured a placement at Kew Gardens, which was at the other side. So instead of trying to understand how ecological systems work, what do we do with this understanding? So that was very much in applied conservation and helping conservation officers identify endangered species, when to recognise illegally species in illegal trade and that sort of thing, and also research into understanding how threatened they are in the wild. But after doing that, I realised I wanted to get more quantitative skills, so then I did a PhD in mathematical ecology, and that's led to where I am now, where I'm a researcher at Microsoft Research, trying to again understand how ecological systems work, but where it's really important, for example, how are global ecosystems going to respond to a changing climate, and what can we do about it? Well, the thing I'm really excited about right now, and where I see myself heading into the future, is really developing this new systems ecology. Society, scientists, throughout the board we urgently need more accurate predictive models of ecological systems, not just individual ecological components, but bringing that combined knowledge together to make models that allow us to a measurable level of actually predict how ecological systems will respond to environmental variation, respond to human perturbations, etc. And we need to do it in an awful lot more objective ways. So we need to learn the lessons from engineering, from physics, from mathematics, and incorporating our ecological knowledge to try and understand, well, how much detail do we need to include in these models in order to come up with a measurable level of accuracy? For example, how much detail do we need to incorporate in models of terrestrial vegetation in order to predict how much carbon it's going to suck up from the atmosphere, how it's going to respond to climate change over 100 years? And it's not just specific to ecology, this problem. Really, we don't understand how much detail and what details we need to include in these systems models in order to predict their behaviour. And that's where I see myself contributing in the future, is really driving that forward and being able to say, yes, for these particular problems, for these sorts of systems, these are the basic ecological components at least you need to incorporate, and under these circumstances, these details may be more important. So it's really trying to come up with much better predictive ability for ecological systems in general.
It looks like a scorpion, is it? But the tail is not poisonous.
My word of advice for people wanting to get into ecology and really wanting to feel like they're doing well, etc., is really at every opportunity grasp the opportunity to do ecological research, do ecological problems, try and figure out why things tick, opportunities to make measurements and then turn those measurements into messages, into meaning, etc. So it's from school level, from university level, find the opportunities to really get out into the field or even get onto the computer and try and experiment with ideas and then speak to other ecologists about those ideas. And it's amazing every time you talk about your problems, the problems you're addressing, even if they've just come out of the air, how you often get new leads from the person you're talking to about, oh, have you tried this angle, have you tried that angle? And that develops your thinking as a research ecologist.